Deviant, and welcome back to Tooth and Tail. Now, as you can hear, this is post-commentary. Why? Because this level took me over an hour and 15 minutes to do. Yeah, I had to be a lot more aggressive, obviously, and, everything in this mission is designed for, just not making me a very happy guildie. I can tell you that. Right now, I'm, trying for the, heroic, which is just to scout out, the area in the first, like 2 minutes or something. It also at least gives me a good indication of where the enemy is throughout this match, but, yeah, this was, not fun, not easy, not great. Now, I'm putting down some barbed wire here, not to really do much in the way of defense, but, to just, delay the enemy when it first arrives in its first wave, because they'll just focus on the barbed wire, and hopefully they'll just freeze to death. Yeah, since I didn't, discover that one last, campfire there, I don't get the, heroic achievement. I don't care. I am not interested. And yeah, this is a map of badgers, because you want high-powered, angry things there. Also note, unlike previous levels, I'm expanding as fast as humanly possible, or I guess rattly possible? Whatever. You need to get just an overwhelming force of resources to beat this map. Because, if you don't, the KSR just takes over everything, and it is really annoying to get him out. Now, arguably the first big hurdle of this entire level is the fact that you have an artillery cannon looking directly at your base. So yeah, as you can see here, the squirrels are kind of... Yeah, they're shooting at the pigs, but they're so far away that they're just freezing to death, which is ideal. And that's a mug of tea. But, yeah, that's pretty much this map. Now, I also learned in this map that the hero units, you can have more than one. See, that was my idiocracy early on, is I thought you could only have a badger at a time. No. You can have as many as you need. And yeah, pushing away an enemy army with a one badger, pretty easy. Pushing them away with multiple ones, even better. So yeah, there I try to do some expanding, but as soon as you start expanding, the enemy jumps on that like flies on feces, I swear. And I'm trying to pull my badgers back because I don't want them to freeze to death, because as soon as that happens, I'm out of an offensive unit. And they destroy the gristmill again. You're going to see that frequently. Because I don't know, except for the fact that it feels like the enemy just sort of starts with a lot more resources than you do, and like gains resources faster than you do. You will almost always feel on the back end foot. And yeah, I now have 3 badgers because the one that died earlier was not one of the rescued badgers. And at 3, they're doing not too bad, and I just go on and just boom, take out the enemy gristmill. I know they aren't going to do well there, but yeah, because I lost pretty much everybody with that one thing. But because I took out probably their most expanded farm, while all of this looks really bad, things are not doing too terrible, especially with the fact that I've, already have more badgers getting prepped. But yeah, because I've expanded so far, for them to get into my territory requires them to essentially start freezing to death. So, essentially, this entire mission is just both of the Russian winter campaigns of, Napoleon and World War II. And it's definitely not a fun mission. Definitely a mission where you're just like, And yeah, they just keep sending squirrels just again and again and again and again and again. At this point, yeah, the barbed wire has done its job, so I just sell them to grab a little extra cash. Or food, whatever, it's the same difference in this game. And I'm already building another second badger, which will be very nice. But yeah, this whole mission is, I was playing far too defensively, and this mission is just, you're supposed to always press the advantage, and even, this one, I don't press the advantage, enough. Yeah, that was, one of the, campfires had run out of food. They just kind of start off with a big hunk of food and just empty itself. But I think as soon as that's done, it also removes its warmth aspect. And obviously here I decide, well, I want 3 badgers again. So that's what I'm gonna get. And yeah, that was me just sort of confirming, okay, this is just empty. Yeah, I'm kind of like inundated with resources at the moment. Yeah, took out the boar, took out another campfire, just remove enemy resources. This corner, the enemy has like seriously defended. Yeah, so this is sort of the tougher end. And as you can see, the enemy has decided to build a gristmill right in front of my base. That will not do. That will really not do. So I decided to build a few engineers for hire moles and just tell them, take it out. Because as you can see, the enemy gristmill actually takes away some of my own character's territories. And if I don't have territories, I don't have warmth. And if I don't have warmth, all of my characters die. On the bright side, in the time it took to do that, I got another 2 extra badgers. I should have built a lot more balloons, but the problem is, it's like, they are really frail. On the bright side, it was smart to actually start building a campfire there. Fortunately, yeah, another boar. On the bright side, boars might do a lot of damage, but as soon as you have, 2 badgers going at them, yeah, things aren't doing too bad. But yeah, the enemy, as you've probably seen, just has a lot of hero units. They have access to boars, they have access to foxes, access to the matriarch, the owl. In fact, yeah, I find it a little odd. I only have access to 6 units predetermined before every level, and with all of their hero units and such, yeah, it feels like the enemy just has access to everything. Now, while the enemy is not gaining any material out of that gristmill, it is like completely gone to follow. It's good to just get rid of, because that removes enemy warmth and enemy territory. Unfortunately, because everyone's in the middle of freaking nowhere, they're all going to freeze to death. Not the nicest way to go, but this game is not the nicest game either. At this point, I realize I really need to grab this gristmill to really start bringing up my units. Unfortunately, I keep having to wait for a long time because I've got pigeons constantly popping up. But luckily, I think they max out just about here. Yeah. And that's some of them taking out my other campground, which is annoying, but yeah, I can survive. But because I'm essentially the only one with grist mills right now, essentially I'm on top of the resource pile. And I put up some more balloons just because I noticed the enemy is coming from that direction. And then recreate a few more pigeons. And finally reclaim over there. That'll definitely help me get through the end of this match. Yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty long level. 26 minutes. So, yeah. Pardon me if this level is the only one that pops up on this Sunday, but I pretty much got to the end of my patience. Understandably, at this point, I decide, okay, I'm gonna need to rescue one more badger. Fortunately, that mission does not go too well. So here I was kind of concerned because, you know, they just sent Butterball over here, the flamethrower. On the bright side, there you go. He's bound and frozen to death. And yeah, unfortunately most of my people are getting frozen to death. The one fast moving is, I believe the former prisoner, so she doesn't get that much of an issue, thankfully. But yeah, already building more badgers. This one campsite is like the linchpin. Like, it's not even a linchpin, it's just the enemy goes after that campsite with a fervor that doesn't make any sense. Now I should have, 3 badgers, which, definitely gonna help. Problem is I have very few pigeons at the moment. Don't think I need it up to 21, but, you know, I had a surplus of cash. And yeah, the sniper fox, she can certainly do a lot of damage. The problem is that yeah, she's not great. But yeah, this is essentially the that is the enemy base. All of their materials are sort of set right there. Which yeah, at the moment it's just a freaking meat grinder. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead, Dave. But yeah, because I have that grist mill that's pretty much untouched. That's gonna give me the ability to really build up the remainder of the army. At this point, this match is pretty much done. It's just convincing the enemy it's done. Which is easier said than done. That's a lot of dones. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know. I guess the enemy just has the ability to build buildings out of their territory, which is certainly a big pile of bowl. And yeah, at this point, I don't think I need quite as many balloons as I did before. But yeah, that's just gonna be sort of the end of things here. Well, not for another 6 minutes, but hey. They don't claim the campfire, but everyone just sort of stands around it. I guess to prevent me from claiming it. The problem is because of this map, that just means all of them are being frozen to death. Yeah. So glad you prevented me from getting there. But yeah, the enemy has unsurprisingly reopened that farm. Luckily, with 2 badgers, it's not difficult to rebuild. The problem is, yeah, they've still got those units down there, which is a pain in our collective backside. And now we are frozen to death. On the bright side, you can apparently still burrow while being frozen to death. Yay. But since, yeah, there's plenty of meat on that campfire, and this one's about done. Yeah. See, she's just being annoying. And yes, again, always go after that campsite. But this time I've got actual firepower, and yeah, those sudden purple explosions, that would be the chameleon enemies who have gone invisible, but unfortunately they're still in the cold, so yeah. Yeah, more expiring farms. I know at this point, in order for me to get that gristmill, especially while they've got yeah, those artillery folk there, you gotta take those people out. Again, I don't understand why the Badgers have to essentially be at point-blank range. They're essentially melee fighters with their Maxim machine guns, which they erroneously call a minigun. If you want to call it a chain gun, that would be perfectly acceptable. It would be fed by a chain. At this point, I start country will run dry in 1 minute. I think we're okay. I mean, that's just saying how many of our farms have gone to follow. But, yeah. Yeah, there that one goes. On the bright side, a lot of this is just annoyances, and yeah, that campfire has been completely used up. And then trying to grab the scraps off of that one. I do like how this game is pretty much just trying to be as direct in the RTS genre as possible, as in it's just get resources, attack enemies. See what you've come in, it is delicious. A very interesting line. Now taking over that grist mill, I'm not looking for it for gaining resources because there's nothing left to farm on it. The only reason why I want it is to expand my territory and thus expand my warmth. But yeah, since I've now taken over essentially the entire map, the enemy is just pretty much at that one area. And there we go. Finally. Das Vidania, folks. Das Vidania.